Hey, this is Anik Singal here. I'm in Vancouver right now, and I am about to interview someone amazing. Listen, I just finished my World Tour event here, and as of the moment that I'm recording this, our Penny Click workshop is about to start. And I actually have the ability to be here live with one of the best traffic buyers, traffic generators I've ever met in my entire life. Now, what happened is yesterday we had our first workshop. So I've had the pleasure of having a sneak peek at these PowerPoints, and so we're gonna go over right now a few key points that you need to learn about if you want to just get tremendous amounts of traffic, okay, to any niche, to any product, any type of business on the internet. You need to be attending these workshops. And today we're going to give you a brief synopsis of what was covered in workshop number 1. All right, now what I want to tell you before we even continue is right below this video somewhere is an ability for you to click a button and make sure you engage with the Encore. We're not releasing replays of this. You have an opportunity tomorrow, final opportunity, to watch the Encore presentation of Webinar 1. Make sure you are there if you want to learn how to get tons of traffic. All right, so without further ado, let me introduce you to our guest today, Mr. Fred Lamb.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. So listen, Fred is a local. He lives in Vancouver. I happen to be here, and so I would never miss the opportunity to spend some time with him, not only just to learn from him, because I'm one of his students. I'm learning how to generate traffic from Fred, but really to give you an opportunity to understand what it is that we're going over during these sessions. Now again, tomorrow you have an opportunity to watch our first workshop. Now, Fred, I know for a fact that you have an amazing presentation in the beginning. You talk about this third kind of traffic.
Yes.
Okay? We all know about, we've heard, free traffic, we've heard paid traffic. Now there's this third kind. What is this third kind of traffic?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me here for the interview. So the third kind of traffic that I'm going to be exposing to you guys, or I should say I've exposed inside webinar number 1, is investment traffic. So it's just like stock. All right, so if a person came up to you and say, I have a mutual fund and is paying a return of 10% annually, you're going to basically jump on the contract right away and buy. So it's actually the same thing in traffic, but the only caveat to this is that you're not going to cap yourself at just a 10% return. Mm-hmm. You can have, I have campaigns that's well over 2,000%.
Wow.
And at that point, that's why traffic is an investment traffic. It's not a paid traffic. When you buy traffic, you actually make a return on investment. You actually make your money back. And the percentage is controllable. You control it. So a lot of people misconception is paid traffic. I pay for it. I'm not going to see my return back. Yeah. I'm scared. I don't have a big budget. But in webinar 1, I basically flipped your mindset around. Basically, you need to start investing into traffic, and the traffic that I'm exposing is called investment traffic. You invest into traffic, and it turns back into cash. Wow. And in fact, I'm going to be showing you how you can literally just turn, it's like a water faucet, right? Turn it on, the higher you turn, the more traffic you're going to get. If you want to control it, you unscrew it and make it even less traffic. So really, it's dependent on you. And this kind of traffic, you are going to make an ROI back.
That's amazing. All right, so listen, first part, I'm telling you, this is huge. It's a mindset part. It gets you to think about traffic very differently. All right, so if you're out there, I get this all the time from students. I want free traffic. I want free traffic. The problem is, I'm going to tell you right now, with free traffic is the amount of time it takes for you to actually get that traffic and the risk that comes with it might not be worth it. Especially when you look at investment traffic, I'm telling you that you can actually get traffic that you're thinking you're paying for it, but the returns happen before you even have to officially pay for it. And this is possible. So the next thing that we get a lot, right, Fred, is people say, I don't have money.
Yes.
I mean, investment traffic needs, I don't have thousands of dollars to invest in traffic. I don't have that. So do you need thousands of dollars to start?
Well, if it was 10 years ago, yes, you obviously need thousands of dollars, even tens of thousands of dollars, because the only way you can advertise is newspaper, radio, yep, magazine, and those needs a big investment. But we are in a golden age of advertising right now, in investment traffic. You don't need thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars. If you can spare $5, I can show you. And I actually showed inside webinar 1 on how to do this. Yeah, just $5. Set up a campaign and run. In fact, for me right now, even I have a large budget on advertising, I still start with $5 because that tells me, that gives me data. I can control it. And once you can control traffic, you can control your business, not just your business, but many, many businesses.
Wow. So listen, Starbucks, skip it for one day, you got $5. Everybody has $5, okay? And I've seen it. You can start for that. As a matter of fact, I do a lot of investment traffic now from what I've learned from Fred. every campaign I do is start for $5. So you don't need thousands of dollars. You're not even risking that much money. And here's why you're not risking that much money. So in this webinar, Fred, you talk about the 2 circles.
Yes.
There's these things called 2 circles. And these 2 circles, when they combine, can basically virtually remove the risk altogether of even the $5 that you invest in traffic. So what are these 2 circles?
All right. So if you ever go into Facebook, they make numerous change. They make so much changes that it will confuse you. So I actually broke it down into very simple formula and actually show you over my shoulder how I set up a $5 campaign. But let's be realistic, you're still spending money. But you want to spend it wisely. You want to make it as an investment. You want to make money in return. So in Facebook, which this is something that Google can't even do, no other medium online or even offline can do, which is having 2 circles that I introduced inside Webinar 1. And this 2 circle will actually laser target your audience to a degree where you can basically, I can't say guarantee, but you're gonna minimize your risk dramatically by narrowing down exactly who your audience is. It's just like, all right, let's say we're selling cat socks, right? You can't just go after people that like cats. There's so many reasons why they like cats, right? It might not be because it's specifically to socks, but you can actually narrow it down to people that likes cats and fashion accessories or clothing or whatever. And I actually exposed that step by step on how I did this inside Webinar 1.
So the 2 circles, and you're gonna see him actually do this. First is you can actually choose the niche, so you can choose the topic, but that's sometimes it's too big. Now you can actually tie it together with the type of product or the type of thing you're asking them to do. And Facebook will say, you know what, we'll target your ad only to people that not only are interested in this topic, but have actually shown that they're also going to take action. That's crazy. That's awesome. All right, now one of my favorite parts, I've had the pleasure of seeing this live many times, you're going to do a demo.
Yes.
You're going to put yourself to the challenge, right? You're going to time yourself, and you're going to launch an ad. Because people think it takes a long time, it's so hard. But it's actually pretty easy. And we're going over Facebook first, right? So Webinar 1's all about Facebook. Workshop 1's all about Facebook. Workshop 2 will be about Google. And I want to remind you again, this is going to be your only opportunity. Is tomorrow. After this, we're not, they're not doing a replay or anything. So we're doing an encore and giving you one last chance. Right below this video, there's a button to click. Get yourself your seat saved for that. Make sure you're there. All right? Make sure you're there. So tell me, just the general concept of launching an ad on Facebook. Is it easy, medium, hard? Or is it hard? Is it impossible?
Let me tell you for a fact, a lot of people too complicate things. They complicate things too much. There's only several buttons and functionality you need to do inside Facebook, and I showed it step by step on what you need to do.
Yeah, and the crazy part, and I can tell you this because I've seen it, is one page, okay? There's one page. For launching a Facebook ad, it's one page. You just have to fill out a bunch of fields on there, and some of them are just like choosing between A or B. All right, and sometimes Facebook offers you all these choices, all these things you can do, where what Fred is saying is you really only need to do 1 or 2 of them. You don't have to do all of them. You don't have to learn all of them. Just with 1 or 2, you can actually start to create yourself a profitable business and start to get profitable traffic. Now, we're going to go over that on the Encore session tomorrow. All right, so you're going to talk about Facebook. You're going to talk to people about the mindset behind traffic, how to really understand getting traffic. You're going to cover no matter what kind of business they're doing. You're even going to give a little bit of a sneak peek. Now, you might be watching and you're thinking, that's great, Anik. I want traffic. Fred, I want traffic, but I don't have a business. I don't have anything up and running right now to generate traffic too. And that's something we hear a lot, and I've had a sneak peek at what you're showing. So what do you show on this webinar?
Well, basically, I know I've been running Ad Pro for quite some time. I hear feedbacks from my students. I hear feedbacks from my email subscribers. They all value traffic, especially investment traffic. But many people, let's be realistic, you may not have a business up and running. So I went to a complete adventure journey, and I was able to figure out a specific business model where you hold no inventory, and you can start generating sales in a matter of days.
That's crazy. So you're also going to see a little bit about a business model that you could start. So if you already have your opt-in page up and generating leads, or you have a digital product, or you have a physical product, awesome. You need traffic. You know how badly you need it. Even if you don't have a business, you're going to get a sneak peek tomorrow. Now, we're going to go into great detail on it in Webinar 3.
Yes.
Right? But in order for you to get the most out of these other subsequent coming up webinars, you need to engage with the Encore tomorrow. Fred, one last question for you.
Yeah.
What's the big one breakthrough that they can, why should they attend Encore? Why should they clear their schedule, move everything around, and give you that time kind of what's the number one breakthrough they can expect to have?
Well, the number one breakthrough is that there has been so many different people talking about Facebook. There has been so many ways of doing Facebook. But technically, if you were to come onto my Encore, you can actually watch exactly how I do it. And you can start doing it yourself. And not just that, I'm going to be exposing a lot more information about Facebook that not many people have been talking about. So there's going to be a lot of value that I'm going to be adding inside the webinar number 1.
Awesome. All right. Well, listen, thank you so much. All right. Now, if you're watching this, here's the deal. All right. I need you to be committed to this. Traffic generation is a superpower when it comes to internet marketing. It's literally like having a superpower. Doesn't matter what kind of business you launch. Doesn't matter where you are in your business. You need traffic. You always need traffic. And we've put together this whole workshop. We brought on Fred because we want to show you and teach you, and we want to give you an opportunity to even work with Fred in more detail and learn and master this art. But it all begins with you catching that Encore session that's happening tomorrow. So click the big button below. All right, save your seat, mark your calendars. Don't be one of those people that saves your seat and doesn't show up. It's the last opportunity tomorrow. All right, if you want to read what's below here, you can read it. We have a little bit of a synopsis of the webinar. Of course, as always, guys, leave a comment. Tell us why you're so excited. Tell us what's going on. We love all your comments. We read them all. And make sure you hit like on Facebook so we can make this go viral. This is Anik Singal. I'll see you tomorrow during the Encore. Thank you very much.